is a practice for the beginning of July to balance intensity with calmness. It's a balance exercise. It's a balancing practice, and we're just going to use Mudra today. This is a good one to build concentration, to activate both the right and the left side of the brain, which has been the majority of my practices of late, trying to find that balance. So we're going to use a mudra that can also be alternatively combined to make subtle energy shifts if you experiment with it, and I'll put that in the literature with this. It's a very simple mudra. It can be done at any time. It does come with an affirmation from the book that I am using for this class, and that is my Mudra Bible, Mudra's Yoga in Your Hands by Gertrude Hirschi. And this is called the Hakini Mudra, and it has an affirmation. Confirmation is concentration is my strength. Confirmation is my strength too. To build the atmosphere, and to work with some of the subtle energies involved. It is morning time before I'm going into a big digital conference for the National Education Association, and I'm going to use this throughout the day to help me stay present in the excitement and the chaos, but it's online, which makes it hard because your brain is doing a lot of things at once to be present in that conference. So I'm going to be using this today, and it says in the text that when you inhale, you're going to take your tongue and put it on your gums. Now, it didn't specify where the gums are, so I've been wrapping them around up and putting them up in this part of my lip. And the reason I've been doing that is I know there's a lot of nerves right there, and it's kind of like the roof of the mouth, which is where I usually let my tongue rest on the inhale. So we're going to be putting it and wrapping it underneath, and you might get that like fat mustache, you know. And then when you exhale, you relax the tongue. So there's plenty to concentrate. Like, how many of us exercise our tongue on a daily basis? We're using the pressure points to do that. And then all the fingers are pressed together. I've practiced it on a format with a teacher, a well-known teacher, where it's in front of the solar plexus. This one doesn't specify. I also know that this is used in management training, and memory work. So when you're trying to increase your memory, this is one of the tricks they give you to increasing your memory, which is why it's here, so that I can concentrate and activate my memory. So it's said that this activates the right side of the brain where memory is stored. So it could also be here. I've also seen it higher up in pictures. And I've been studying the hand gesture for that. Now, there is a twist to it, and I will include it to increase the flow in the large intestine. And that region, you can shift the right hand so that the index finger touches the thumb, and then it's kind of like a mental game on how you get the right thumb to the pinky, but it is the right hand that shifts gently. And so that is another version. So today I'm going to be practicing this version or this version, depending on where I am with my body. And I'm going to use it during the conference. So we'll practice here together, and we do that by setting an intention to bring that balance to the intensity of what we are stepping out in the world to do and plan with our day, and also with that need that our body has and our mind has to be focused and be part of the spirit as well. Rubbing the hands together, place them on your sternum, and gently lift the sternum up. I am facing west today, and I have the incense recommended in the book, burning in my little cauldron, rosemary for sharpness and protection, bringing my awareness to my third eye. And take a deep breath in. This is a loving awareness of where I am today. Exhale. And I invite you to use the same language of nonviolent communication and invite subtle energy in with each inhale. Invite it down your body into your pelvis into the earth on the exhale, relinquishing what you no longer need. And as you come into this inner world, feel the skin on your body. What does it feel like as it touches the air? Bring your awareness to the heart where the fingers touch. See if you can find how that boundary dissolves between you and the outside world. And invite that stillness in the body that's ever moving. And take a nice deep breath in. Hold that breath in, bring the hands to the third eye. Tilt the chin just slightly. Hold your intention for this practice to bring balance to the intensity and the stillness that resides in all elements of our being. Begin. So we're going to begin by taking our fingers and placing them together. You can choose the place that you want and the position that you want. Today I'm just going to be in easy pose. I'm experiencing a lot of neck and shoulder tightness, so I'm probably going to drop my hands down to where it feels good on my shoulders. And what I'm seeking here as I practice this is that balance. I can feel that beautiful balance and equilibrium that this gives me, but I want to activate it in my brain. So as I inhale, I'm going to gently press on the right fingers into the left, and as I exhale, I'm going to gently press the left fingers into the right. And I'm going to do this for several breaths, and then I'm going to keep my hands, I'm going to take my attention away from that and just try to bring that boundary, that melding of the boundary into my fingers and into my being, and be aware of the air and the sounds around me without any second thought. So the attention is at the third eye. There's also a recommendation you can use this as a relaxation method, so you can stare at something and hold it in your head, and you're staring at it as long as you can stare at it, and then you close your eyes, continue the mudra, and you recall that object and nothing else. So it's the same basic structure to, I'm giving my brain what I want to give it, and this is also another technique that you can use. That's what's recommended. What I'm giving you is the visualization that I'm using today. So no right or wrong on this, just practicing it. But I'm going to spend the first couple minutes of this mudra pressing the right hand into the left on the inhale, and on the exhale I'm going to be pressing the left hand into the right, simultaneously wrapping my tongue up into, pressing it up towards the third eye, and then letting it relax, concentrating on letting it relax on the exhale while I'm pressing the left hand. So I'm going to try to activate both sides of the brain, kind of as we do when we're learning a new skill and we feel kind of off. This is one of those things that will apply, I believe, to my work when I go into it and I'm sitting in the conference and I can be all in the game. So here we go. Begin by taking a deep breath in and out, and then I will begin with the tongue. soon as I get the tongue coordinated on this next inhale, I'll begin with the right hand pressing into the left. And after a few minutes of concentrating on pressing the right and the left hand on the inhale, I'm going to let it go and expand my awareness with each breath. I'm going to let my tongue go for this one and just hold the mudra, breathing gently in and out and feeling that subtle shifting energy. Sinking into the space around me, opening up to all around me as well. Let this be the last round. Take a deep breath in, inhale, hold the breath in, take your focus to the third eye. Concentration is my strength as you exhale, exhale out through the mouth if need be. Again, inhale again, hold this intention. Hold this mantra, let it vibrate. Concentration is my strength. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale again, press gently equally into both fingers. Concentration is my strength. Release the hands gently as you exhale. And then, if you wish, you can encircle the thumb and the index finger. And let's just sit here and let that energy resonate. Continuing the long, deep breaths in. Expanding on the inhale, opening yourself up to the new day, and exhaling, releasing what no longer serves you. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Hello. And then I would like to finish this practice off with a little neck and shoulder relaxation, particularly since the mudras work our hands and our arms, and that is also a place of my chronic stress. Some quick ones, good for teaching, working, any kind of thing that you need to do for the shoulder. The first thing is you're going to take your left hand and place it on your right shoulder. And this also goes along with being aware of both sides of the brain. And I've learned some nifty things that have helped me out, which I'll be passing on in July. Before the start of the school, but we're going to basically take our left hand on our right shoulder, and then we're going to take our ear away from that hand. So we're going to take the ear that's the furthest away to the shoulder, and this is just a gentle reminder to keep the shoulder down, but we also want to keep this shoulder down. So if we need to, go ahead and push it down. We want to draw in our rib cage here and give ourselves that structure, feel the sits bones into the earth. You can find some subtleness here by taking the chin and rolling it forward gently. Maybe lingering there. I've also taken my arm behind me with the palm facing out on my sacrum to feel that connection with the earth, and also to get my chest a little bit more open, to feel that stretch. And then I'm going to roll the chin to the chest. And if your chin is in your chest, please keep it down. You're going to take the hand off. Do not look up. Let the hands come back to the thighs in Gya Mudra. Take a couple of deep breaths in here, totally letting the chin relax down. And when you're ready, you can use the palm of your hand, of your left hand, on the forehead. Inhale to bring the head back up. And then just sit there and notice that side. Take the same awareness to the other side. So now we're going to place the right hand on the left shoulder, and then you're going opposite the hand. I like to kind of cup. Sometimes I'll massage myself here. I'm pretty sweaty right now because it's very hot already in the morning, but we're going to go ahead and take that ear to the opposite shoulder, and maybe you don't need to go as far. Maybe this is the shoulder that's tight on you. And it's just a range so you can feel that beautiful space that you're creating. And tilting your chin brings a little bit more into it, and you're experiencing an acute flare-up of something in your shoulders from overuse or tension, just take it really easy here and breathe. You may crawl that hand back if you're able to. I'm walking it along the floor to get it back there, as this seems to be the tight shoulder today, which is on my dominant hand. So placing it on the sacrum, palm up. And then gently letting the head relax forward. And when the chin gets all the way down, and I can stay in one position, breathing here. Releasing the hands out to the legs, top of the knees in Gya Mudra. Breathe here for a moment, trying to let the relaxation ripple across the traps and the rhomboids. Chest is going to curl inward naturally. And then we'll place the right hand on the forehead and go ahead and push the head back up. Release the hands again to the thighs in Gya Mudra. Close the eyes. Stack the vertebrae. And then blink the eyes open. And we have one more just to finish off with the neck and shoulders. So we allowed the chest to roll forward and we opened up by sliding the hand back. We've done a lot of rounding, but not as much back and forth, and we've been sitting upright. So we're going to clear out the thoracic, which is responsible for a lot of shoulder tension. It may originate there or it may end there. It's a nice long chain connected to all the parts of our body. So we're going to come up onto our hands and knees. Take a deep breath in, lift the sternum forward. And then as you exhale, you're going to tuck the chin, round the back, and breathe here. Hold here and breathe. Let the head hang. Feel the shins make contact with the earth. On the inhale, feel that expansion up towards the sky. And again, inhale, you're going to arch the back. And you're going to hold here and breathe. Now, I'm going to draw my attention upward here. Thinking about lifting my sternum forward and upward. Feeling that connection with the earth, breathing in. And come into a neutral position with the head in a neutral position. Gently take the right arm out to the side. We're going to thread it through and just hold there. So just holding in this position here. Oh, nice. Maybe for some adjustment. I like to bring my chin to my chest, and I have a lot of weight into my fingers so that my head is not resting on the floor. So you may take any variation here. This is to protect my tight neck and shoulders. Consciously emptying out, drawing the inner belly in, squeezing the thighs together. Inhale to come back up, plant the hands, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Inhale, stick that arm out, exhale, and thread it through. Again, we're going to lean on that elbow. It's perpendicular to my body pretty much. I have a little twist in here, and I'm going to draw my chin to my chest, come up on my fingertips to give a little lightness under the armpit. I've seen this other ways too, and I've often done it other ways. I'm going to draw my inner thighs together, so I may lessen the twist here. And I'm going to tuck my chin just slightly, inhaling here, drawing my lower belly in. Oh, nice. And then inhaling to come back up. Exhaling to place the hands down, and I'm going to take a child's pose for a moment before coming up to salute. Just a little stretch to see. Finding stillness in this posture here before coming upright, which can be intense enough. Bringing a little balance as I come back up to a seated position to end our practice together. And as you move slowly, which I don't tend to do, bring your awareness to how those transitions go between something that you feel like you have to do right now and the things that really you don't really need to do right now. So right now all you have to do is come up to a seated position. There's no hurry in that. When we do a hatha class, we might have a smoother transition or be working on our transitions in our practice today. We're working on bringing that balance to our body, mind, and spirit. So bringing the hands back into our beautiful Hakini Mudra. And feeling the lightness. I feel a lightness after I do this, and I don't limit myself to any particular time. I know you can do this in 5 minutes or, you know, you know, a minute even. But I try not to limit myself and just listen to what my body needs. And I need, when it needs this balance, it needs a beginning and an end. So I know what the next thing is. That's concentration, clearing out space. And anytime you breathe deep, it's good for your brain. So here we go. Inhale. Let's bring our hands together and rub them together. Bring your awareness into the room if you're not still in the mudra. Feel that intensity of the friction that you generate with your own body. You can bring that intensity to your body. You can invite it in, you can let it in, you can let it soak in, or you can learn to filter it. And I think this mudra is one of those ones that helps me filter that intensity with the true nature of our body, which is, it's all those things. It has so many capabilities and wonders. Learning to shift the vital energy. Bringing the hands to the heart center, pressing gently, making that connection from the heart to the physical body, the hands. And again, taking the gaze up to the third eye. Deep breath in, retain that breath, and exhale. For a moment, take a breath in, press the left hand into the right, inhale. Hold that breath, let the right hand hold the left in its force. Exhale, press the right hand into the left. Let the left hand yield to that, but hold its space. Let's repeat this again. Left hand presses into the right. Inhaling, drawing our attention to the third eye. And exhaling, right hand presses into the left. And then bring the hands together equally. Press into the sternum. Again, making that heart to body connection. And holding that equilibrium, take your gaze to the third eye. And inhale. And exhale. Slide the hands to the third eye. Take another deep breath in together. Thank you for joining us in this practice today. May your life be filled with peace and stillness and love, as well as adequate movement and exercise and the things that you need to nourish your body. Thank you very much for joining us. Sat Nam and Namaste.